On behalf of IFC and the organizing committee, it's with great pleasure that I welcome you to IFC's 11th International Food Safety Forum. Thank you for being here today. This year's forum theme is reducing waste, enhancing nutrition for food safety imperative. Our aim is to shed light on innovative solutions that are crucial for building a secure and sustainable future in the area of food systems by addressing food safety, reducing waste, and enhancing nutrition. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, foodborne illness affect approximately 600 million people each year, making it imperative to prioritize food safety as a public health concern and a necessity to households. This amounts to a significant 931 million tons of food, which could have been utilized to feed millions of individuals suffering from hunger on a daily basis. In Uzbekistan, the most populated country in Central Asia, food waste has consequently been a challenge, with reportedly 3 million tons of food waste dumped in the country every year. The country's waste management infrastructure struggles to keep pace with its growing waste production, leading to environmental and health concerns, highlighting the urgent need for improved waste management worldwide. To ensure responsible consumption and production, the country should not only address its own internal challenges, but also contribute to global efforts aimed at halving per capita food waste and losses by 2030. With the insights and discussions that will come from this forum, Uzbekistan has an opportunity to take a leading role in implementing policies that promote sustainable practices and reduce food loss and waste. Malnutrition, on the other hand, remains a challenge that, as WFP states, affects over 2 billion people globally. In Uzbekistan, the burden of undernourishment holds the minimum value for prevalence at 2.5%. Which positions Uzbekistan as a country committed to improve nutrition, having implemented successful food fortification projects, particularly wheat flour with minerals and vitamins since 2003. As we know, food fortification is an effective strategy for addressing micronutrient deficiencies, combating malnutrition, and ensuring the population has access to the essential nutrients required for optimum growth and development. By taking proactive steps towards improving nutrition, Uzbekistan, as I mentioned previously, can play a leading role in contributing to a healthier and more prosperous future in the country and region of the world. IFC, growing from years of experience, shares the food safety imperative of reducing waste and enhancing nutrition. Our country's leading groceries retailer. The financing will help the company to construct a state-of-the-art green distribution center, which will facilitate expansions of Corzenka's retail store network. This will help create jobs, support farmers and local suppliers, and broaden access to quality, affordable food, especially outside of Kashmir. Today's event will serve as a platform to share our learnings and provide a unique opportunity for key players to share best practices and efforts of taking the essential steps needed toward building a more secure, healthier, and sustainable future. I invite all of you to actively participate, network with fellow participants, and seize this opportunity to learn from one another and contribute to the advancement of food safety. Our discussions will highlight ways to support the government of Uzbekistan's desire to improve the food sector and beyond. Together, we will exchange knowledge and delve into key themes such as food safety strategies for sustainable growth, strategy for reducing GHG emissions via food loss prevention, the role of nutrition and fortification, women empowerment and place of gender in food systems, and last but not least, harnessing IT solutions for private and public sector success. Thank you all for joining us today, and special thanks to the government of Uzbekistan, our sponsors and partners here, IFC, and Bureau Veritas for making this event possible. Thank you so much.
Dear guests, I just want to pay your attention that on your tables you see these devices and earphones, because our guest today will speak English and Uzbeki. So here, please use this device for the translation. And now let me hand the floor to Anup Jagwani. Anup, you could either use the mic that we have near you or just use this one.
Thank you, Katya. Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be here. When my colleague Natya proposed Tashkent as a location, I was really excited that we are having it here. So we, as a World Bank group, we do a lot in Uzbekistan. We want to do more. I've never been to Tashkent, so I'm excited to be in this city. And thank you for joining this forum. So let me start. I'm Anup Jagwani. I'm the Global Manager, Climate Business and Forestry for IFC. And on behalf of the organizing committee, it's an honor to welcome you here to the 11th International Food Safety Forum. We started in 2010, and so now we are at our 11th one. Because of COVID, we missed a couple in between. But it's really a gathering that has strong interest from several of you. And food safety is a matter of concern for everyone's health, of course, but it's important because of the impact it can have on the number of diseases that are created. Approximately 600 million people fall ill to foodborne diseases every year, which of course contaminate food, and 420,000 deaths. Totally avoidable in our view, and something we can do about it. And we're faced with significant levels of food waste, and many of you who follow the climate space know that if food waste was a country, it would be the third largest in the world. So we've got to find ways to address food waste, and they're closely connected. The number of people facing food insecurity is almost equal to 1 billion meals wasted each day. So, and that 20% of food that is produced is thrown away. So on the one hand, we have food waste, and if I come to next on malnutrition, we can see the impact that we have. We have malnutrition at significant levels. 390 million adults are underweight, and children are suffering from stunting, as many of you know. And we have stunting on one hand, and we have obesity on the other. And it's all due to malnutrition. Healthcare costs for countries go up with malnutrition. We have poor human development of malnutrition. So clearly, closely related. In Uzbekistan itself, and there's a survey shows that anemia caused by deficiency of iron was detected in every third of 6 to 11-month-old children, and every fourth between age 12 to 23 months. So in the first 1,000 days of life, there's a significant portion of children suffering anemia, and among others, we highlight the intervention in Uzbekistan to improve fortification and address this childhood issue so that we can address malnutrition. We have a unique opportunity to discuss these issues here today in this esteemed gathering, and we'll be examining how to reduce waste and enhance nutrition. So through the day, you will have panels that touch on these subjects. As IFC, I should have touched on what we do, not only a valued partner, but a catalyst for positive change in this industry. We're eager to expand our collaboration with every one of you, so thank you for coming here. We have a good mix of public and private participation here, which we really want to bring. When we think about bringing about change, I think it's important to bring this diverse group together. Some of you have heard about our Global Challenge programs, and food and nutrition security is one of those 6 challenge programs, and which, in our effort to address these challenges of food and nutrition security, we're bringing together the World Bank Group. Many of you who know the institutions of the World Bank Group, some will work with the public sector, some with the private sector, and we're bringing them together for impact or scalable programs. So today, let's dive into have meaningful conversations on how we can scale these standards and improve safety and quality. I'm looking forward to learning from a lot of the experts that are here in this area. And as Ashraf said, I encourage you to participate in these discussions actively. In closing, Special thanks to the government of Uzbekistan, sponsors, Fias and Gappers Fleet, and as well to all the international organizations here, food and private companies and private sector representatives. Thank you to our colleagues of the World Bank, World Health Organization, World Food Program, STDF, Standards and Trade Development Facility, Global Gap, you set the standards, UNICEF, Uzbek's Agency of Sanitary and Epidemiological Well-being, Tashkent Medical Academy, Association of Businesswomen of Uzbekistan, Center for Digitization of Ministry of Agriculture, and Center for International Private Enterprise. So, with all the participants in the forum, I'm sure we reached discussion. And finally, thank you to IFC's country team in Uzbekistan for helping us make this happen. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with your statement that food safety is not an individual concern. It's a shared responsibility that impacts everyone. And thank you very much for mentioning not only food safety, but a link to food nutrition and food fortification that also impact public health. So now it's time to pass it over to Dr. Michał Rutkowski, World Bank Regional Director for Human Development in the Europe and Central Asia region, to deliver his welcome speech.
Thank you very much. If you permit me, I speak from here for two reasons. First, to make this ceremonial. Second, to test the microphones on the podium as you will be using them throughout the day. It's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you, Anut, for mentioning the World Bank. Indeed, I am here the World Bank, not IFC representative, but together we form the World Bank Group, and we are very proud of our increasing togetherness. Thank you for the organizers, thank you for the government, to the government of Uzbekistan for this great organization of the forum. As I am from the World Bank, I am expected to say a few words about the global picture, and I will look in a second and I make a few specific comments, and it will all come in quick succession. But on the global picture, I just wanted to give you the following sense. Actually, things are changing when you look at medium-term, long-term trends in the right direction. So basically, we have 40% decline in child stunting. All of you know what stunting is. For those of you who do not, it's how tall children are compared to their age. So we have 40% decline. But at the same time, when you look at the stock, you have 148 million of children under the age of 5 still stunted. So very difficult to be satisfied with the progress. When you look at anemia, another very important factor contributing to malnutrition and stunting, 1 in 3 women in critical reproductive age are in that situation, and here we do not have a good trend. Here we have a bad trend because there is a steady increase in anemia rates for a number of reasons, which I am sure some of them you will be debating, starting with social norms to others. I'm happy Anut mentioned the other aspect of malnutrition, which is overweight, obesity, and this is on a huge rise, including lower and income countries. Some people think it's a high-income country issue, not at all. We have over 70% of overweight people in lower and middle-income countries alone. So it's a big deal. And then there are those estimates to which I think my colleagues tell me are quite rigorous, and I think it's relevant to mention that in this conference, organized by IFC and for the private sector, that the losses in low and middle-income countries of the private sector because of malnutrition-related deficiencies can come up to 3% of GDP. So this is actually a big deal. Let me, on that, the long-term picture, impose the current COVID crisis. And here I think two things are key. One is price hikes. There is very clear evidence that price hikes lead to compromising diets and worsening micronutrients intake by women, and that immediately results in jump in malnutrition. And those price hikes, I think it's important to realize that there is an issue everywhere of food availability, but there is also an issue of purchasing power of the population where food is available but not affordable. And in my previous job, when I was a regional director, not regional, but global director for social protection, for many, many years, we actually have instituted and helped countries to roll out a cash transfers program, many of them motivated by increasing their purchasing power so that the food could be purchased. And we work together with our colleagues in agriculture, global practice on that. And I would dare to say that some of those programs were very successful, especially where not food availability, but food unaffordability was the reason for the crisis. And a lot of that had to do with those two waves of price increases, food price increases, after COVID and then after the war in Ukraine. Obesity was mentioned, and I think it's important to realize what happens in the price hike is the switch to cheaper and bulkier stuff, which contributes to obesity. So you have multiple negative effects here. Two closing points. One is on something which is very high on our minds always in the World Bank, which is indeed food fortification with micronutrients. It is a proven way of improving the situation. It was already mentioned by my predecessors in this panel. It is cost effective. There is essentially a global consensus that this is the way to go. There is this group called Copenhagen Consensus Group, which listed food fortification among 10 global most important steps to deal with main challenges, along with trade barriers or global warming. So it is really on the top list of what the world needs to do in order to improve the situation with respect to food intake and malnutrition. Finally, let me just do a small commercial of our jointness with the IFC by telling you that we have in the World Bank Group so-called Global Challenge programs. These are programs that have public good effects, that transcend the boundaries, that transcend the borders of countries. And one of them, the joint program, is Food and Nutrition Security Global Challenge Program, where the idea is to scale up high-impact solutions. And what I would say is that among those high-income solutions, again, number one, the one we are agreeing in identifying as the most effective is food fortification. And in order to be able to be effective with this, what is absolutely critical is working together between public and private sector in a way that sort of focused dialogue and alignment between public policy initiatives and then private sector investments is the most likely way to have lasting results, yielding benefits to health and productivity at the same time. So we are very confident to develop the Global Challenge Program, and I think that things are very much together across IFC and the World Bank. Let me finish by wishing you really a good day of discussions, and a day which will not only be productive, but you will also have fun and smile during those difficult discussions on very important topics for the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kowski. I think that mentioning of the Global Challenge Program by you and by Anoop is a great example of synergy between IFC and World Bank, and also it shows that we do understand the importance of food nutrition for human health. And also appreciate for sharing statistics that illustrates very well why food nutrition issues are to be addressed in the region and also in Uzbekistan. I think that it is crucial for every government to act in the best interest of its population, and this includes prioritizing activities and actions on improving food nutrition. So following this logical progression, I would like to invite Dr. Nurmat Atabekov, First Deputy Head of the Sanitary and Epidemiological Well-being in Public Health Service of the Republic of Uzbekistan. Dear ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Atabekov will speak in Uzbek, so those who are English-speaking audience, please use your devices and earphones.
Assalamu alaikum. Hurmatli mehmonlar, xonimlar va janoblar. Gap shundaki, aynan mana shu 11-chi xalqaro forumni O'zbekistonda Toshkent shahrida o'tkazilayotgani biz uchun juda bir katta bir muvaffaqiyat garov hisoblanadi. Sizlarni oziq-ovqat yo'qotishlarini kamaytirish va ovqatlanish sifatini yaxshilash, oziq-ovqat mahsulotining xavfsizligi sohasini mutlaq talabi mavzusidagi aynan mana shu forumda qutlash baxtidan mamnunmiz. Ushbu xalqaro forum yuqorida tashkillashtirilgan nagaki Jahon banki guruhi a'zosi xalqaro moliya korporatsiyasi vakillariga chuqur minnatdorchiligimizni izhor qilishga ruxsat bergansiz. Oziq-ovqat mahsulotining xavfsizligi har bir davlatning siyosatini muhim yo'nalishlaridan biri hisoblanadi. Shu o'rinda O'zbekiston Respublikasida ham milliy qonunchilikni xalqaro talablar, jumladan Jahon savdo tashkiloti talablariga moslashtirish jarayoni hozir ketyapti. Bu borada Sog'liqni saqlash vazirligi huzuridagi sanitariya-epidemiologik osoyishtalik va jamoat salomatligi qo'mitasi tomonidan oziq-ovqat mahsulotlari xavfsizligi to'g'risidagi qonun loyihasi ishlab chiqildi va hozirda mazkur loyiha tegishli idoralar bilan kelishish jarayoni ketyapti. Ushbu qonunda oziq-ovqat mahsulotlari xavfsizligi sohasidagi munosabatlarni tartibga solish, inson hayoti va sog'lig'ini hamda iste'molchilar manfaatlarini himoya qilishni ta'minlash maqsadlari e'tiborga olingan. Taklif etilayotgan o'zgartirish va qo'shimchalar oziq-ovqat mahsulotlari xavfsizligi sohasidagi ilg'or xalqaro amaliyot, Jahon savdo tashkiloti talablari va Alimentarius kodeksi tavsiyalaridan kelib chiqqan holda isloh qilish, xalqaro prinsiplarni joriy etish, oziq-ovqat mahsuloti muomalasini birinchi bosqichdan to iste'molga yetib borgunga qadar xavfsizligini ta'minlash, vakolatli davlat organlarining oziq-ovqat mahsulotlari xavfsizligi sohasidagi vazifalarini aniq belgilash, oziq-ovqat sohasidagi faoliyat yurituvchi tadbirkorlik subyektlarining davlat reyestrini yuritish, zarur gigiyenik amaliyot va zarur ishlab chiqarish amaliyoti, xavfni tahlil qilish va kritik nazorat nuqtalari xavf tizimini qo'llash va samarali davlat nazoratini joriy qilishga qaratilgan. Shuningdek, loyihada oziq-ovqat mahsulotlaridan hosil bo'ladigan chiqindilarni kamaytirish va yo'qotishlarning oldini olish bo'yicha norma ham kiritilgan bo'lib, bu bugungi ko'rilayotgan masalani naqadar ahamiyatli ekanini yana bir bor isbotlaydi. Hurmatli forum ishtirokchilari, sizlarga oziq-ovqat mahsulotlari xavfsizligi bo'yicha ilg'or tajribalarni o'rganib chiqishda, sohadagi dolzarb masalalar bo'yicha fikr almashishda juda katta bir yutuqlar tilab qolayman. Men o'zimni yoshligimda eslayman. Biz yosh paytimizda ota-onamiz qo'limizga taom bergan paytda oxirigacha yeb qo'ygin, qoldirmagin, mabodo qoldiradigan bo'lsang, sen qoldirgan ovqatdan boshqa birov to'yish kerak deyiladi. Bundan ko'rib turibdiki, biz azaldan isrofgarchilikni oldini olishga qaratilgan bir tadbirlarga hamohang yashaganmiz. Ishonchim komilki, mazkur forum sohadagi mutaxassislar, tadqiqotchilar va biznes vakillari uchun o'zaro hamkorlik va tajriba almashish platformasi bo'lib hisoblanadi. Hurmatli mehmonlar, e'tiboringlar uchun rahmat. O'ylaymanki, biz bugun samarali fikrlashib, barchamiz o'ylagan maqsad uchun yana bir qadam bo'lsa ham yaqinlashamiz. E'tiboringlar uchun katta rahmat.
Dr. Nurmatov, thank you very much for your inspiring speech and for sharing the vision of the agency on food safety. And I'm sure that your colleague from the Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Jumanov, will further reinforce and expand upon these ideas. Please welcome. Yeah, we have a very final change in the program. That's why now Dr. Jumanov will represent the agency.
Доброе утро, уважаемые гости, уважаемые участники мероприятия этого форума. Для меня большая честь участвовать сегодня на форуме и обращаться к вам с этой трибуны. Позвольте представить вам краткую информацию о работе, проводимой Министерством сельского хозяйства Республики Узбекистан по основной теме повестки сокращения продовольственных потерь, улучшения качества питания, безусловные требования в сфере безопасности пищевых продуктов. Ни для кого не секрет, что в последние годы обеспечение продовольственной безопасности становится глобальной проблемой на фоне острых политических, экономических и вооруженных конфликтов между государствами, глобальными изменениями климата, неравенства между населением, земли, пандемии и растущего голода. Несмотря на это, в сфере сельского хозяйства и пищевой промышленности нашей республики достигнуто немало положительных результатов. В 2023 году объем валового внутреннего продукта Узбекистана составил 1 квадратиллион 666,5 триллиона сумм текущих цен. За январь-декабрь 2023 года объем продукции сельского, лесного и рыбного хозяйства составил 426 триллионов 264 миллиарда соток. А также объем пищевых продуктов составил 83 триллиона 903 миллиарда соток. Объем инвестиций, вложенных в развитие пищевой и сельскохозяйственной отрасли, составил 2,5 миллиарда долларов, увеличивающие на 144% по сравнению с 2017 года. А также в результате реализации проекта переработки сельскохозяйственной продукции и развития пищевой промышленности количество предприятий в 2023 году достигло 22,5 тысяч. А также увеличилась мощность по переработке фруктов и овощей увеличилась в 1,5 раза, мясо 1,4, молока 1,5 раза, производство растительного масла 1,2 раза, а стоимость продуктов достигла 86 триллионов соток. Также количество агрологических центров достигло 78 штук, вместимостью 1 миллион 197 тысяч тонн и 1951 штук холодильных складов вместимостью 1 миллион 250 тысяч тонн. География экспорта фруктов, овощей и продуктов питания в 2023 году расширилась и достигла 2 миллиарда долларов, увеличившись почти вдвое по сравнению с 2016 годом. По оценкам ФАО, на основе вышеуказанных достижений продовольственной безопасности и глобального индекса голода в рейтинге глобального индекса продовольственной безопасности в 2022 году позиция Узбекистана составила 57,5 балла и из 112 стран, поднявшись с 85 на 73 место, и среди 10 самых высоким ростом заняла первое место. Узбекистан также занял 21 место из 125 стран в глобальном индексе голода, опубликованном в 2023 году. На примере любой страны мы увидим, что производство любой сельскохозяйственной или пищевой продукции не может происходить без участия различных стран. В чем это выражается? В процессе выращивания сельскохозяйственной продукции используется семена удобрения, средства защиты растений, производимые в разных странах. Можно убедиться, что не менее 30% пищевых добавок, ароматизаторов, красителей, консервантов, стабилизаторов, загустителей, эмульгаторов и других, используемых при производстве пищевых продуктов, производятся в зарубежных странах. Принимая во внимание, что безопасность пищевой продукции является неотъемлемой частью продовольственной безопасности, обеспечивание безопасности пищевой продукции в нашей республике, она регулируется действующими законами, а также санитарными правилами и нормами, гигиеническими правилами и нормами в области технического регулирования. Контроль сельскохозяйственной пищевой продукции в соответствии показателей безопасности на основе требований нормативных актов и санитарных правил и норм осуществляется со стороны испытательных и измерительных лабораторий, входящих в систему Министерства здравоохранения, Министерства сельского хозяйства, а также Агентства технического регулирования. Кроме этого, создана современная комплексная лаборатория агрофуд, техноцентр, входящий в состав АТИАП Интернационал Сервис, который проводит анализы по показателям безопасности установленных санитарных стран импортеров. Эта лаборатория, это частная лаборатория, она содействует, работает совместно с государственным предприятием. Следует отметить, что разрабатывается проект нормативно-правового документа, который включает механизм его регулирования и решения проблем при системном подходе к принятию мер по предотвращению и устранению потерь и превращению сельскохозяйственных продуктов, а также вывоз отходов при хранении и продаже сотрудников. По вышеуказанным действующим стандартам в республике действует 5000 стандартов, из них 640 национальных стандартов, 4100 международных и региональных стандартов, а также 174 стандартов зарубежных стран. Ведутся работы по изучению актуальности внесения изменений и дополнения разработки проектов новых стандартов и систематическая работа по регистрации. Уважаемые участники форума, проделанная выше работа не произошла само собой. Мы должны понимать, что в результате последовательной политики, проводимой главой нашего государства, и принят нормативных правовых документов. В то же время мы не останавливаем работу по развитию этого направления. На основе последовательного и глубокого анализа мы также заявляем о своей готовности работать вместе ради развития и будущего нашей Родины и обеспечения безопасности пищевых продуктов. Спасибо за внимание.